Hey, it's Matthew Mangino from Gatehouse Media. The Louisiana Board of Parole recently denied the parole of a 71-year-old man named Henry Montgomery. When Montgomery was 17, he fatally shot a sheriff's deputy. Montgomery was convicted and ultimately sentenced to life without parole. In 2012, in a case out of Alabama, the United States Supreme Court ruled that a mandatory sentence of life without parole for a juvenile was unconstitutional. Although mandatory life without parole was outlawed as cruel and unusual punishment, it wasn't until Montgomery v. Louisiana that the justices made the decision retroactive. Henry Montgomery, who lent his name to the case that is being used to parole juvenile offenders across the country, is not getting out. Unusual? Not really. Darrell Atkins was sentenced to death for killing a man in 1996. He had an IQ of only 59. Atkins appealed, and the issue of his mental disability made its way to the Supreme Court in 2002. The court, in a decision that bears the name Atkins v. Virginia, banned the execution of the mentally disabled. Atkins' case was sent back to Virginia to determine if he was mentally disabled. He was determined not to be and placed back on death row. The notoriety of winning before the High Court doesn't always guarantee victory outside the hallowed halls of the United States Supreme Court.